The B-2 Spirit bomber is a plane that no missile can destroy, even if it wanted to. It may look as big as a football field, but on enemy radar, it appears to be no bigger than a fly. No matter how complex the radar network, it's child's play for the... This is the most expensive aircraft ever built, costing $2.1 billion. Compared to other jets, it's not only silent, but can also easily fool heat-seeking missiles and infrared-guided missiles. It's a plane that could change the map of the world if it wanted to, but the surprising thing is, why does a 52-meter-wide plane not get detected on radar? What is the science behind it that America has been hiding for the past 37 years? Welcome once again to Dark Venture Videos, viewers. There's an incident behind the creation of this B-2 bomber that brought shame to America worldwide. On May 1, 1960, America's Lockheed U-2 aircraft took off from Pakistan's Peshawar Air Base. It was on a secret CIA mission to spy on the Soviet Union. This was during the Cold War when both America and the Soviet Union were trying to humiliate each other through their technology. America was proud that its U-2 Lockheed spy plane could fly at 80,000 feet, and no one could harm it at such a high altitude. The U.S. believed that no Soviet missile could reach that height, but as soon as this plane entered Soviet Union territory, the radar immediately detected it. First, they sent several fighter jets and launched several missiles, but indeed, hitting it at such a high altitude was beyond their control. But then, the Soviet Union's military locked their S-75 Deti missile onto the plane and fired it. America also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 would also not be able to reach such a high altitude. But what happened next was beyond America's wildest imagination. The S-75 hit the U-2 Lockheed flying at 80,000 feet with extreme precision. The plane crashed over a city named Ekaterinburg, and the pilot ejected himself. Initially, America said that it was a NASA weather research plane, but when the Soviet Union presented the captured pilot and the U-2 surveillance equipment to the world, America was greatly humiliated worldwide. This incident taught both countries a good lesson. After this, Russia, i.e., the Soviet Union, started working on its air defense, and America started working on technology that would literally become invisible to radar. At that time, America had B-52 bombers, but after this incident, it was confirmed that they would be shot down before entering Russian territory, meaning America could not use its nuclear weapons against Russia even if it wanted to. And then, by 1976, the USSR had built surface-to-air missiles that could shoot down aircraft up to 100 kilometers away, including the S-300. At this time, the USSR's air defense became so strong that an American Air Force general said that sending their B-52 bomber into the Soviet Union was like hitting a hornet's nest with a stone. This was the time when America launched the Advanced Technology Bomber, ATB, program in 1978. The aim of this program was to build a bomber plane that would go into Soviet Union territory, drop bombs in front of their radars, and get out without being noticed. All of America's requirements were met by the B-2 bomber, whose first flight was in 1989, but it was shown to the world in 1997. The biggest feature of the B-2 is its ability to evade radar. Every corner of this aircraft has been designed in such a way that when radar signals fall on it, they do not return to the radar, meaning the direction of those signals changes. And for this reason, it has only wings, no fuselage, and no tail. The vertical tail fin on normal aircraft is easily detected by radar. A very large network of radars in the air defense system is interconnected, and these radars send signals everywhere in the sky so that no corner remains undetected. These signals normally reflect off the plane's body and go back towards the radar, and thus its presence is recorded on the radar. It is especially impossible to save the tail fin because it acts as a mirror for radars when viewed from the side. But the body of the B-2 Spirit bomber has been designed in such a way that wherever a radar signal comes from, it will not be reflected back in the same direction after hitting it, and for this reason, no tail has been kept in it. Its zigzag design deflects the signals in the exact opposite direction. The success of the B-2 bomber is not only due to its design, but also to a coating that absorbs 100% of radar signals. The US has developed a secret coating whose details are still hidden from the world, and because of this coating, the B-2 bomber becomes 100% invisible on radar. Its radar cross-section is surprisingly only 0.0001 square meters, meaning detecting it is like detecting a fly in the sky. Comparatively, on radar, the B-52 bomber appears as big as a two-bedroom flat, the F-15 as big as a small room, the JF-17 as big as a single bed, and the Rafale as big as a large pillow. This means that despite being 10 times larger than all of these, the B-2 bomber appears only as big as a fly on radar. In the world of aviation security, this technology is called stealth, and its foundation was laid by the B-2 bomber. The B-2 Spirit bomber not only has the ability to evade enemy radar, but its low heat signature can also fool infrared and heat-seeking missiles. Normally, air defense systems also have infrared surveillance systems. These systems confirm by detecting the heat coming from behind the jet, and then the missile system is locked onto that heat signature. But the B-2 bomber's engines are hidden inside its body. After combustion in the jet engine, the heat does not come out directly but is first mixed with the cold outside air, due to which the B-2 bomber does not leave any heat signature behind it, and this makes the B-2 the aircraft with the lowest heat signature in the world. It is as if an F-16 jet is detected by an infrared surveillance system from 100 kilometers away, the B-2 bomber will not be detected until it comes within a range of 10 kilometers. But it does not fly so low that it can ever be detected on infrared radar. The B-2 bomber is surprisingly capable of flying at 15,000 meters, or 50,000 feet. Due to flying at such a high altitude, it can not only escape infrared radar, but due to the thinner atmosphere above, the drag on the plane is reduced, and fuel efficiency improves, due to which it can travel even greater distances. With a full tank, the B-2 bomber can easily cover a distance of 11,000 kilometers. Now you might be thinking that its invisibility to radar and infrared surveillance systems is perhaps its specialty, but no, what makes the B-2 bomber a true stealth bomber is its ECM, i.e., electronic countermeasures. The B-2 has high-tech ECM systems that first determine the frequency of the enemy's radar, then send false signals on the same frequency, which shows the wrong location of the B-2 on the radar, or the B-2 starts appearing at 20 different locations, whereas in reality, it is only in one place. This system records the radar signal and modifies it, and sends it back. The radar thinks that this signal is genuine, but in reality, it is false. And the most interesting thing is that this ECM sends wrong signals only to the radar that has detected it, so that the enemy thinks that there might be some noise or error in the radar. If wrong signals are sent to all radars, the enemy might become suspicious. The body of the B-2 bomber mostly uses carbon graphite composite material. This aircraft was built in pieces, and then assembled in such a way that a Swiss watchmaker assembles every part with complete perfection. Now let's talk about its payload. It can surprisingly carry 18,000 kilograms of explosive material, i.e., the load of about 15 vehicles. It can hide 80 dams, which are GPS-guided bombs, 16 B-83 nuclear bombs, and 16 AGM-158J SM missiles, which are stealth cruise missiles, inside its belly. These bombs are fitted inside the B-2's internal bay, and the door closes so that stealth is maintained during flight. In terms of range, it can go from America to Russia and come back, and if refueled in the air, the B-2 bomber can go to any corner of the world. During the Afghanistan War, the B-2 bomber took off from Missouri Air Force Base in the USA covered a distance of 9,500 kilometers, bombed in Afghanistan, and returned without landing. During this, only one mid-air refueling was needed. In this entire mission, the B-2 bomber continuously flew for 45 hours and could not be detected on a single radar. Apart from this, in 1999, during Operation Allied Force, it was also used for bombing in Serbia. In 2003, during Operation Iraqi Freedom, and in 2011 during Operation Odyssey Dawn, the B-2 also bombed in Libya. The B-2 Spirit bomber can fly in any weather and any condition. Even if GPS satellites are destroyed, it continues to fly by using its backup systems and looking at the stars. The high-tech sonar cameras installed in it make the B-2 bomber the world's largest obstacle avoidance plane. It automatically identifies the terrain and flies accordingly. Now, since it is a very large wing and has no tail rudder or elevators, its stability is not so perfect that the pilot can fly it without the help of a computer. It has the world's most complex computer system that constantly adjusts its roll and pitch movement. The pilot only gives commands to the computer to turn, after which the computer itself turns the plane according to the pilot's needs. Now, naturally, such an advanced and the world's most secured plane would also be quite expensive. To date, only 21 B-2 bombers have been built, and only one plane has been built at a cost of $2.1 billion. This means that the GDPs of many countries are less than the cost of a B-2 bomber. All these planes are only with America, and so far, America has no intention of selling this technology. Apart from this, its fuel consumption is such that it consumes $350,000 worth of fuel in just 1 hour, while a normal commercial jet consumes $2,000 worth of fuel in 1 hour. The maintenance of the B-2 bomber is also very different from any ordinary plane. After every flight, the entire plane is soft-washed, and it is recoated with a secret stealth coating. Every corner of the entire body is checked to ensure that there is no small hole or dent, because if even a mosquito-sized dent occurs in its body, it can lose its ability to maintain its stealth. We hope that you will also like and share this dark venture video a lot. Thank you.